I'm going to show you guys how to play my third riff of the week. Let's jump right into it. Alright, first off, I'm going to be showing it to you finger picking. In the video, I actually did use a pick. However, there's no reason for me to have done that, and it makes it a lot more difficult if you do use a pick. When I switched to 8-finger tapping, you might have noticed I'm holding it with my thumb here. There are a lot of people who, when they do that, they slide it across their first finger like that and they hold it just right there. When you do that, you do have all 4 fingers, but you're severely limiting the movement of your first finger and a little bit of your second as well, and it's just not comfortable for me, and I'm not doing that either. I hide it right here. However, I've spent like 30 hours practicing just over and over doing that, and it's probably for the most people not worth the effort. It also, in the first part, I don't think it sounds as good because there are things like this where you have to kind of sweep. And I wrote it for finger picking anyways. I literally only did it to show off, so we're throwing this away right now. So here's the first part. This is the easiest part of the whole thing, especially if you're good with finger picking. Bass line, open A, okay? Right here on the G string, 4 to 5, open, okay? 2nd fret, A and G string. We're pulling off with the 2nd finger. 4th fret. We're sliding the whole thing right there. Pulling it off. Okay, that last part was just B string on the 3rd. So and yeah, if you didn't see before also, after the pull off, you're hitting it again with your right hand before going to the B string, and then so that's how you play the whole first part. Once you get past that part, we are going to add the pinky when we get to there. So it's still open A on the bass, and we're going to pull off. So what we're doing is we'll hammer on 7 with the pinky. We're taking our first finger, it was previously right here, we're just going to move it up a string. So, and then on 9 on the A string, 2nd finger, whatever you want to tap with, and we're just resolving there. So, if you want, then you can take it back to that main part. The way you would do that is so your fingers will look like this. You'll flick this one open. And from there you can just go back into it. Then we get into the harder tapping things. So, after that, we'll hammer on back here, so we're just dropping it down a whole step. And that's kind of the same thing. We're doing the same thing, but over here with our right hand now. We're just going up an octave, so. Here's where it gets complicated. We're pulling it off just like over here. we're going back to the original bass note. I do it with my pinky though. I have my first finger here. So now, when we're going into the final part, the last tapping part, it's a really similar shape over here with your right hand. With your left hand, you'll just be hitting octaves, so it'll be really easy over here. With your right hand, you're going to be on 12 again, except now 15 on the E. So then, we're dropping on the E from 15 to 12. So the difficulty in this, besides aiming with your super weak pinky, is timing it with the left hand. It's not a really consistent timing. So here's where the timing gets difficult. We're going to play the first bass note, and then the second one you don't play until the third note of the melody. So once you hit that note 15 on the E string, that's when you hit this. So this one before, this one concurrent with this note. However, here on the second part, so this note you do not hit at the same time, you hit right after. So it's, I messed up there. So that one comes after. That's why the timing is weird. Then that one's the same thing, except you stay on these two notes for the two. So the whole thing right there is. You can repeat that a few times. Then at the very end, all that is, you're hammering on 13, pull off to 12 on the E string, then with these two fingers, here's where it's difficult, on 15 and 13, it's a difficult pull off. From there, you have the whole thing down.